Oh my God, I'm a little bit dizzy here. Hi, this is Dr. Fran Babcock. You know me from Mental Health Missives and Podcaster News. And here I am atop the Podcaster News CEO Raw Voice area. I'm sorry I'm having so much trouble talking, but I'm a little bit dizzy. Anyway, I'm here in Second Life, and I wanted to just let you know about some of the great things that Podcaster News, Raw Voice, Blueberry, and Tech Podcasts have going here in the virtual world of Second Life. If you don't know about Second Life, you can go to Second Life. Whoa, save myself. One of the wonderful things about Second Life, secondlife.com, is that you can fly. So I'm going to fly from atop that lovely logo, which I know so well, and I'm going to go around this stone building here, and it's going to take me to the platform of techpodcast.com. As you can see, there's a beautiful building. I don't know who built this building, but I just think it's such a lovely build. I love the aqua kind of translucent glass, and here I am landing on the Parvenu, and I'm walking into the building. This is the Tech Podcast building on the island of Dachshund. And there you see the cover of the book Podcasting, which is written by our CEO, Todd Cochran. It was this actual book that got me into podcasting. Well, I was all into podcasting, but it helped me to improve my sound and do some other things, and I recommend it highly. Here you see slowly rezzing. Rezzing is the Second Life term for becoming in focus. This is the webpage for blueberry.com, and that's a social network podcasting, everything, wonderful tool with wonderful, great ways of listening to podcasts and aggregating podcasts. Now I'm walking over to the other end of the tech podcast building, and you can see some of the tech podcasters, some of them who also happen to have podcasts on Podcaster News. And sorry they're not coming in so great, but you can see Linux News Log and all that other stuff. Now I'm going to take you over to what is the webpage for techpodcast.com, and also give a slight little plug, unpaid for, albeit, for GoDaddy.com, discount Go web names and website names, domain names. You can get them all with special codes that the Tech Podcast podcasters do. Now I'm going to try something a little tricky. I'm going to try to teleport over to the place where the Podcaster Tower is. You see the menu coming up with the map, and I'm looking through you can see I have quite a number of landmarks in my Second Life because I go everywhere. Anyway, Dr. Fran is going to try to look for Slack Street, which is the island that is owned by Spin Martin, aka Eric Rice, and here I am coming in. And now you can really get an idea of what rezzing is, because the island is rezzing around me as I look around. And the wonderful thing about this place is it's ever-changing, and all the residents, which is like me and everybody else, create the content here. So it's good because there's always new and exciting things. It's bad because when you're trying to find your way around, the landmarks have a way of shifting. So anyway, I think I'm going to fly, which is one of the wonderful prerogatives I have in Second Life. And what I'm looking for is Podcaster News Tower, which was the original build that was in Second Life that housed the Podcaster News. Here it is. Look at that. I found it. Of course, I have to find the front of it now, too. Although I'm not necessarily a newbie to Second Life, my maneuvering skills are not that great. And you can see what happens. I'm sorry to be flashing you, but kind of what happens is as I fly around, because of the number of objects that have to be created in the computer systems that Second Life has, people tend to lose parts of their body, parts of their clothing, and in their attachments. So I am now bald and skirtless. Not something you'd want to be in real life, but my avatar is quite luscious, so it makes less of a difference. So anyway, here I am in the Podcaster News Tower, and you see what has already become a familiar icon to you, the Blueberry website, and I'm looking around. There's not a whole lot here because there is, but it hasn't rezzed yet. So I'm going to kind of wait because I myself, I'm kind of partial to the podcast and news folks because that's the group of people that I've worked with since I decided to conquer the mental health world by becoming a podcaster. Almost a year at Podcast and News now. I was podcasting a little bit before that. But anyway, here we are in the Podcast and News Tower. You see the techpodcast.com, and here we are. And there's the real Dr. Fran. That Dr. Fran has hair. Oh, here's mine. Anyway, this is Podcaster News Tower, and you can see all the great people, Holly Davidson, Steve the Socialist Steve, and a lot of other people that I really like, Jamie Davis, all of the great people that provide content here. We all have our little box. Those little wooden things are what are called prims, and people seem to have left them around there. I should tell Spin Martin to clean those up because actually they don't belong there. But anyway, this was the first build, as I said, that was in that had anything to do with podcaster news. And we've been trying to hold an event here. One of the problems with Second Life is that if you get any more than about 12 avatars in the same space, things start to slow down horribly. You saw how slow it was with just me, and you can imagine what it's like when there's somebody who gathers together 25. I've been to events where there've been 60 avatars, and you really have to take off your hair and your clothes because that's it. So I'm not sure why my film. Oh fuck.